welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend of 25th and 26th of April. It is nearly the end of April. We are looking at true facts that sound like they are not true facts. And I'm hoping these are a little bit going above my head, but I'm hoping they're not going to go above yours. They're kind of spacey, astronomical. Okay. True or false, Uranus was almost named George. That would have been great, wouldn't it? For Aquarians, you know, I'm ruled by the planet George. True. The astronomer who first discovered the planet was English and wanted to name it after King George as either George or Georgium. Ooh, Georgium. Cool. True or false, matter makes up less than 5% of the mass and energy of the observable universe. True. That is interesting. So the rest is made of dark matter and dark energy, neither of which we are even close to fully understanding. Wow. True or false, Saturn's rings are almost as thick as the moon. False. Saturn's rings are actually very thin, maxing out at just a kilometre, even at their thickest point. Just a kilometre. True or false, you can't cry in space. Now we're talking my kind of facts. True. Ooh. Well, sort of. Your tear ducts can still produce tears, but they don't fall. Thanks to the zero gravity environment, they just build up over your eyeballs and cloud your vision. Whew. True or false, millions of galaxies are moving away from us towards an unknown object outside of our observable universe. True. All the hard ones are true. Scientists have called this movement the dark flow, and we have no idea what's causing it. Some believe they are moving towards an unseen galactic superstructure, or even something left over from the Big Bang. Leave me a comment about any of that, especially if you understood it. That thing about dark matter, that's a big deal, isn't it? Oh, nice. The Sun and the Hanged Man. Going to use the vice versa tarot because I just like it. And you like it too because you've told me in the comments section. We all like the vice versa. Even if we're not really using it the way that we should be using it. As you know, we can use tarot cards whichever way. They work in loads of different ways. Hello. Knight of Wands, I think. Nice. What do we need to know this fine weekend? One of you said in the comment section at the moment it's pretty much like the Dowager Countess on Downton Abbey when she says, "What's a weekend?" Yeah, indeedy. What is a weekend? Okay. So we're kind of major arcana-ing on down at the moment. So we're talking spiritual big jobs. Oh yeah, spiritual big jobs. So in yesterday's reading there was this talk about my camera battery ran out. Yeah, we're talking about momentum, and we had the Hanged Man, and it was in the reverse. Momentum, it was on, you know, stuff was starting, and this may clarify what that's about. But of course, when you get the spiritual big jobs, yeah, exactly. Not doing reversals. I sometimes do reversals with this set, but I'm not right now. But I am doing scratchy noses. Okay, yeah, this is really interesting. Overall energy card, we got the Hermit. Finding out what you need to know from being in isolation. I know, okay, I know. It's quite interesting here that he's got this golden egg and it's got a serpent twirled around it. And there is the versa of the vice versa. That is the nighttime hermit. Nice. When you get the Hermit, there is this kind of tradition of hermity type people going to, hang on, the edge of society. Valentine's woken up, by the way. Just having a demi-wash, a little in-betweeny wash. When you get these people that kind of go to the edge of society and they find stuff out and then they kind of write books about it, or they meditate on it, or they find it transcendental, or all that kind of thing. It's that energy of being in separation from what they used to call the appetites. So food, human companionship, being among other people. It's being alone. It's what solitude, it's the wisdom of solitude, okay? Then we also have the King of Cups. You know that I like the back of the throne better than I like the front, as the actress said to the bishop. There he is. King of Cups and most of the kings have come to a point where they've kind of mastered their suit. So the King of Cups' suit is feelings, emotions, deep running subconscious rivers and oceans. Oh, that actually rhymed. And when you put that together with the Hermit and the Ten of Wands, yeah, and then the Empress, which yesterday was in the reverse but today is in the upright, this is how something gets born or made or changed or done. For some of us, it's a choice or a decision, okay? Because we have also got the Lovers, Now, the Lovers used to be called the Choice. And, you can see here, there's also a snake wrapped around the tree. There's not the low-hanging fruit that we're always on the lookout for here at Gemstone Tarot. I shouldn't say it, but there is the burning bush. I can't help myself, I'm sorry. Okay, moving swiftly on. The Lovers used to be called the Choice. It's about a choice. It's a pretty big choice because it's a major arcana card. This or that or something in between, okay? There's time to consider this, and it's a very emotional consideration. And for some of us, it's because we've reached a point where we can no longer tolerate things staying the same. Very often, and Eckhart Tolle was saying this the other day, very often we don't change unless we feel uncomfortable, okay? So yesterday in that reading, we were talking about feeling a momentum, feeling something uncomfortable, but kind of good, okay? Then we also get the Chariot. Now the Chariot, Cancerian card, along with the King of Cups, all water sign stuff. The Chariot is also a dualistic card. So the Lovers, you've got the two people, it's the choice. The Chariot, you've got your two Sphinxes or your two lions or your two whatever you've got, doesn't matter. One wants to go one way, one wants to go the other. And the Charioteer has to find a way of steering between them, okay? Now, we also have the Eight of Cups, Saturn in Pisces, walking away from something that you love, okay? Saturn being the planet of doing the right thing, the planet of contraction, the planet of spreadsheets and being accountable for your actions and jam tomorrow and all that stuff. And then Pisces, unconditional love, and 8, the number of movement. Sometimes this is moving away from something you love because it is the sensible move to make. Sometimes in a reading like this, there is a choice to let go of things that burdened you, and that could mean people. It could mean people or things. And it could be about, when we go back into society, whenever that happens, when we reintegrate in some way, which we don't yet know how that will be, it may be that the things that counted the most or the things that used to count don't count in the same way. And that's what you learn from the Hermit in the isolation. Then we also have the Strength card. And the Strength card is self-mastery. This woman learns how to tame the lion. She doesn't do it through brute force. She doesn't do it through persuasion. It's like lion whispering, okay? It's self-mastery. You get to know thyself, as the oracle said at Delphi. Know thyself. And how do you best get to know thyself? By being with thyself on thy own. That's all gone a bit thy. Let's have a Chuck Spezzano healing card. Are any of you getting hay fever? I'm finding that it's hay fever season, which is a bit like, really? Oh, that as well. Valentine gets hay fever. Oof. We'll get the relationship card of sacrifice. And if you looked at my random love readings and the last pick a card reading I did, and by the way, do hit the subscribe button and the like button. Follow me on Instagram, Gemstone Tarot. Did you like how I did that? This is the card about not being the bridge. Don't be somebody's bridge. Don't bridge it. Don't bridge it. If you get like the Chariot where there's one way, one the other, or you get the Lovers where there's this person, that person and the choice, don't paper over this middle ground. There may be a stark choice to be made. It may be that you just don't acknowledge someone or something. You will know this is kind of rising out of the subconscious. But don't be the bridge. I don't know what that was. Don't be the bridge. Let's have wisdom of the, hello. Wisdom, yeah, wisdom of the hidden realms. And we get the lovely rainbow prince. I love this. Perseverance and compensation. Oh yes. The reading for today and the reading for yesterday go together really well, actually. Let us have Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. Oh, Funny Boo's asleep. She should be with all the action we had last night with the mouse she brought in. Yes. Ooh. Music. Something to do with this is expressed through music, either through songs that you listen to or you and somebody else's song, or something to do with music. Whenever this card comes up, it may only be for one or two people, but you always know who you are, okay? Leave me a comment in the comment section and do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend. Namaste.